Hello and welcome to Plant Me Green TV. I'm Ed Tiley. Today we're going to talk about planting bare root trees. Now, if you had just put this in the mail to me, I would have opened it up and wondered who sent me a dead stick. But a special guest this afternoon is Rusty Hamrick, and he's going to tell us why this is more than just a dead stick. This is a beautiful pecan tree. Hey Rusty, how are you?
Hey Ed, how you doing?
Welcome to the YouTube world here.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I have this dead stick in my hand, and you seem to have another one over here.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
What are these? This is a pecan tree, right?
Yes, sir. This is a bare root pecan tree. It is grown in our field production, and it has a long taproot as we see here. And we bare rooted this out during the winter months or the dormant stage. And when this plant is dormant, this means that it doesn't have any activity of the sap moving up from the leaves down into the root system. And as a general rule, these plants go dormant, we get our first frost, which would be 32 degrees or below, and that's a general statement for a plant going dormant. But this plant is dormant, and you get it planted in the ground and proper techniques of planting and proper water, this plant should flush out in the spring with a nice set of leaves.
All right, now this one is a red maple.
Yes, sir.
Which is a whole different kind of root system from that one.
Yes, sir.
All right, so there's probably a different technique for planting these.
Yeah, a little bit. It's
Okay.
generally the same way, but there's a little difference. This has a taproot system, which, as you can see, it's got the taproot because of the long root, and this root will continue to grow down to the ground, which gives a nice stability for a pecan tree. It has a lot of nuts and leaves on it, and you don't want it to blow over, and that it does that for its own protection purposes.
Okay.
This is a red maple, and it has we call a fibrous root system, or more of a lateral branch root system. It still has some big roots, but it doesn't have this taproot system.
So these spread outward.
Yes, sir.
And
This
this
one-
primarily goes down. Now these little roots here, these are grabbing surface water?
Yeah, this is the fibrous. This is where most of your nutrients and your water is uptaken by these fibrous root systems.
Okay, so this is the support area, and this is sort of the working area,
Yes,
if
sir.
you will. Okay, so my guess is you're going to put this in the ground somewhere slightly above here.
Yes, sir. This plant was actually a grafted pecan. As you can see, the graft here. You want to be below that and above the root system. You can usually tell there's a line here, and you want to plant it right along the same level.
Okay,
right there.
so there's a line right there.
Yes, sir.
So between the graft and the line, that's as far, actually I want to be just a little below
Yes,
that
just below. Yes, sir. Yes,
with
sir.
the soil.
Mhm. Correct.
Okay, now what about this guy?
Same thing on this plant. This one was not grafted. We grew it in the field, and it was pruned here. But you want to plant it right at this baseline right here, so you can really hide this little spot right here, and be the same thing. Just plant it, get plenty of loose soil around it, pack it in, and then water it.
Okay, now that's the other question I was going to have for you, because this extends further out than this taproot system.
sir.
Obviously, this hole's got to be deeper, but probably not as wide as you've got to make for this.
Absolutely, yes, sir. You want to make sure this is plenty deep, dig it real nice and deep, and it can just be, maybe 8 or 10 inches out below the root system, and then make sure you get it nice and straight and plant it. This one here, you want to probably dig 24 inches wide or so,
Okay.
and just not as deep.
Rusty, thank you once again.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ed.
We really appreciate your help.
Yes, sir.
So, that's what we have for you today from Plant Me Green TV. I'm Ed Tiley. Come join us at our website, plantmegreen.com, and find out what this week's special is.